Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby double battles on the channel. Now, if you've been following the channel, you realize that over the past 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks that we were doing these Omega Ruby double battles, we didn't get a single victory. Now, these are Pokemon that have proven themselves in the Pokemon X double battles. I thought they might have had a decent chance to be able to get some victories, but sadly, they just haven't been able to do it yet. But we are going to use a new team of 6 that I showed off in yesterday's team building video. There's a link down in the description. Feel free to check it out if you want to see the strategies and the abilities and such of these particular Pokemon. With that being said, we're going to get right into this week's battles and see how well these 6 Pokemon can do in the Omega Ruby double battles. Let's begin. And we're going up against Mark from England in the United Kingdom, requesting a single battle 6 versus 6, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to provide that. Mark has a Beedrill, Hawlucha, Zoroark, Serperior, Metagross, and Ambipom, so they have a lot of type immunities. What is it called again? The Hawlucha. I couldn't even think of the name for a second. Immune to Ground, Zoroark immune to Psychic, and Metagross immune to Poison, Ambipom immune to Ghost. So we do see 2 possible Megas, either Mega Beedrill or Mega Metagross. I'm willing to bet they're going to go Mega Metagross for some reason. It's good against several of my Pokemon, so we're going to expect that perhaps. And if they lead with that, what will we go with? Because we know it's a physical offensive Pokemon. I'm thinking of sending in Fluffy to start, because she has Flamethrower and she can use Light Screen. And we know that Serperior is very fast. That could be a lead as well. Ambipom is fast too with Fake Out. So I think I might want to lead with Sul the Weavile. But I'm going to bring Witwicky as well. I can swap him in if I expect a Fake Out coming our way. And final Pokemon shall be, I think, since they do have a lot of speed on their side, I'm going to bring Snapper as the 4th Pokemon, possibly get some scary faces off to slow the opponents down. And I've chosen the Team Aqua or Team Magma theme, it seems. I just kind of randomly chose a number of the track from the possible options. Alright, so Mark issues the challenge. I'm going to lead off with my Clefable and Weavile, as they lead off with Ambipom and Beedrill, so it'll be a Mega Beedrill instead. Now, what would they fake out? I'm thinking they might fake out the Weavile, so I am going to go with a straight-up Flamethrower. I don't imagine we could possibly at all survive a Stab Poison move from Adaptability Mega Beedrill, but we're going to try Flamethrower on that with Fluffy. And we're going to swap Sul out and go with Witwicky the Chandelure. Let's see if they did go for a Fake Out against Sul. My opponent is selecting the moves carefully. So come on back, Sul. We're going to send Witwicky in place. And Fake Out gets the normal gem boost and actually fakes out Fluffy okay. Did that Beedrill just use Flamethrower? Can they even learn that? If they can, this is news to me. Alright, let's go with a Light Screen. And we're going to use a Flamethrower of our own. Now, could they send anything in that would take that? I don't believe so, and we did just get the Flash Fire boost, so there's no reason. Actually, let's use a Will-O-Wisp on the Beedrill spot. No, I'm thinking I want a Will-O-Wisp either or. But I think probably the best bet we're going to try to Will-O-Wisp the Beedrill. So wait a minute, I see what's happening here. That's actually Zoroark, okay. I see through your illusion now. Okay, so we're going to hopefully get the Light Screen up if we can fight through the paralysis. We do get it up, okay. So knowing that that is Zoroark, what do we go with next? I think I want to try to slow it down, so we're going to send in Snapper now. Okay, so we could Flamethrower. I'm gonna actually just go for random luck. Let's see what Metronome gives us. Well, going for a Scary Face to slow that Zoroark down. I was wondering why the Beedrill didn't Mega Evolve right away. So super effective, but not Stab. And they're gonna paralyze Little Snapper as well. Can we break through Paralysis? We do with Snapper, slowing down Zoroark. And can we get the Metronome? We do. What do we get? Luster Purge. Good thing we didn't aim at that Beedrill. Not that it helped that much anyway. Alright, so we're going to try to heal up. We're going to go for a Moonlight. And let's use a Scary Face on the Ambipom now. And of course, both of my Pokemon being paralyzed, we're not going to outspeed either of them. But my final Pokemon, Sul, should be able to outspeed when he comes. So whatever it's going to switch out to, we got a critical hit on that U-turn. Pretty powerful, you know, so it's broke the Focus Sash for one thing. Whatever comes in is going to get slowed down as well. Wait a minute, you can't use two Pokemon of the same type. So we know that is the actual Beedrill. We do get full paralysis, unfortunately. And full paralysis on both sides, so this match is done. But we're just going to play it out to the end. Let's go for a wacky old Metronome. Let's go for a wacky old Waterfall, why not? So this is going to be cool if I actually Mega Evolve that Beedrill. There we go, so we're going to see regular Beedrill and Mega Beedrill on the field at the same time. So it actually protects itself, and the other Beedrill is going to go, well not, I keep saying the other Beedrill, but it actually is not a Beedrill. Alright, we do get Metronome, let's see what we get. Razor Shell. Look at this damage. Yeah, but we did break the illusion. As if we didn't know who you actually were anyway. Okay, so why not try a... Whoops, I just moved the camera, or I actually moved the 3DS away from the camera. Let's go with a Flamethrower to the Beedrill, use a Waterfall. No, let's go Ice Fang against the Zoroark. See if we can get a freeze. So an excessively powerful Poison Jab is going to take my Fairy type down. And a Dark Pulse brings down Snapper. It's all up to Sul at this point. Now we can't use this strategy to drain out the PP of the opponents because with two of them attacking me at the same time, that's simply just not going to work. So we're going to go with an Aerial Ace on the Beedrill. Try to get off as much damage as we can before the match is finished. What are they going to go with? So there's our Aerial Ace. Okay, I did not expect to... Okay, there we go. Critical hit. I did not expect I was going to one-shot knock out that Mega Beedrill. And Flamethrower is going to hurt. Alright, we did survive it, though. I think now we're going to go for a Protect attack. Try to get some more HP back. And I don't imagine we're going to be able to spite away all of that Zoroark's Flamethrower's PP. But depending on what they send in, so there's Ambipom. So we do know it has Fake Out. There's no reason to not protect this turn. Gonna keep ourselves safe for a turn and gain back some more HP. So there's the Fake Out and the Flamethrower. So we might as well just try to get off the Spite attack, drain away the Flamethrower. I wonder which Pokemon is going to be faster in this situation. Both Weavile and Ambipom are quite fast naturally. sorry for the lack of commentary, it's just I'm just waiting to see what's my opponent going to choose to go for. And Sucker Punch, so we're actually going to spite away Sucker Punch. And I think that drains away all the PP that it's going to have. Yep. Low Kick is probably going to take us down though. So down goes Sul, we lose our first match of the week. My next opponent has been found from Andalusia, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, in Spain, and it is Rafa, bringing Charizard, Gligar actually, Toxicroak, Sableye, Talonflame, and Raichu. So we see some potential for some, not quite rock weaknesses, there is some rock weaknesses. Electric, there's only one fairy weakness, it looks like. So what's probably going to be the Mega of this team? Mega Sableye could be a thing, or Mega Charizard. It looks to me that the Charizard could go Mega Charizard Y, bringing Sunlight up, which would help out the Talonflame. It would also help out Witwicky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Witwicky, but I'm going to keep him in reserve. I can swap him in if I want to resist a Fire type move. I'm going to actually lead with Sul, trying to bait them into going for a fire move, then I can swap Witwicky in to gain the Flash Fire boost. Now, I'd like to be able to get rid of the possible sunny day, so I'm going to bring Rocky as well for the Sandstorm. Witwicky is choice number 3. And what else will I go with? I've got possibly I can bring Gwar, Fluffy, or Snapper. Snapper is going to be super effective against a good number of these, so he's going to be my 4th choice. Let's get this battle underway. The music selected is the leader of Team Aqua or Magma, depending on what game you're playing. Now to see which Pokemon my opponent has led with. Gligar and Sableye, so completely opposite choices than what I was expecting. We know it's going to possibly Mega Evolve into Mega Sableye, so any non-damaging moves are going to be reflected back at us thanks to the Mega Sableye ability of Magic Bounce. So first things first, I'm going to get a substitute up with Sul, and should I go with a Sandstorm? Not just yet. I'm going to use Hoenn Claws to boost Rocky's accuracy and attack. And Gligar is going to retreat, actually. In comes Talonflame. Okay, Will-O-Wisp first of all, so it's got the Prankster ability. So that's unfortunate, but it isn't the end of the match. Alright, so Hoenn Claws activates. Next, I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. That Sableye is probably going to Will-O-Wisp us, however. So let's just go for a... I think we'll just try to get rid of all the PP that we can. So we're going to spite the Sableye while going for a Rock Slide on both opponents. And actually, Rocky avoids the Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty amazing. Let's drain some of that PP away. And Flare Blitz, if they do go after Sul, they're going to break the sub for sure. But can the Rock Slide destroy the Talonflame? Okay, if this works out, I'm going to withdraw Rocky and send in my Chandelure next. Down goes Talonflame. Okay. So get some leftovers recovery. I think the best thing, I'm going to try to keep draining away that Will-O-Wisp PP. So who is the opponent's next Pokemon going into battle? Toxicroak. So, Sucker Punch is always an issue with Toxicroak. First things first, we're going to spite away the Will-O-Wisp of Sableye. And Rocky, come on back. We're going to send in Witwicky. And I hope you went for a Will-O-Wisp because we're going to gain a boost from that, plus we're going to drain away its PP a little bit more. No? Okay, so it went for a different move. One that is an offensive attacking type move. Ice Punch is nicely resisted. Did pop the air balloon, of course, and Knockoff is going to get rid of our air balloon, which, okay, well, it was already gone anyway. Okay, so we saw Ice Punch on that Toxicroak. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp it, actually. And, no, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Sableye, I think. Weavile, we're going to get you to throw... We're going to actually substitute once again. So Sul will substitute, and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp... I'd like to Will-O-Wisp away the Toxicroak in case it goes for a Sucker Punch. There's that Sucker Punch, of course it fails. Another substitute comes up for Sul. And can we burn? Yes we do. We connect with the Will-O-Wisp. The Toxicroak now has a nice, painful burn. And we want to hang on to the leftovers, please, so no knockoffs for Sul. So the next order of business. Kind of want to burn that Sableye as well. Let's go with an Aerial Ace from Sul over to the Toxicroak. Will-O-Wisp against the Sableye. Now of course we do have the attack drop thanks to the burn, but it is super effective, so we get a little damage off. And Poison Jab against who? Well, we resist that as well. And we connect once again with the Will-O-Wisp, and both opponents' Pokemon are now burned. So a little more damage comes off. They're probably going to Sucker Punch once again, trying to get a knockout on the Chandelure, so I think I'm going to withdraw him at this point. Sul is almost down for the count. So what should we do? I'm going to go with a Spite attack, but whose attack do I want to get rid of? I imagine that Toxicroak might go for Sucker Punch. I'm going to Spite that Pokemon and swap it with Witwicky. I still have Snapper as well I could send in. But I think the best option, I'm going to send Rocky back in for the time being. My Sandslash hits the field once again. Sableye will recover itself. This gives us a decent free switch in. And we're going to Spite away the Poison Jab, actually. Now Drain Punch is going to break the substitute and regain back some HP. Would they be cheeky enough to go for another Will-O-Wisp against my Sandslash? They just might, so I'm going to swap him back out for Witwicky to try to get that Flash Fire boost. And once again, I'm going to go with a Spite attack against the Toxicroak. I'm hoping they're going to try Sucker Punch because I want to drain that out as much as I can. So Witwicky, you're going to come in possibly just to take a hit. But we want to keep Rocky unburned if we possibly can. And Toxic, actually. Well, that's fine. And we Spite away the Drain Punch. I'm not sure how much PP Drain Punch actually starts with. And we resist it, but the Toxic is going to most likely take us out. Nope, we actually hang in there with 2 HP, but we know Sucker Punch is going to come. Either of my Pokemon could possibly get a knockout on that Toxicroak at this point, though. So we're going to double up on that. Watch now be the turn it uses Protect or something. But we're actually going to Aerial Ace and Flamethrower the Toxicroak. Or should I use... I'm going to use Hex, I believe. In fact, I might want to try Hex against the Sableye. It's a little bit risky. I'd rather try to take the Toxicroak out, but I want to get as much damage on Sableye as I can. So it's going to recover first off. Now Can we take that Toxicroak down? No, we can't. I saw how much damage it did last time. But the burn might finish it off this turn. Not going to drain that much energy back from the Drain Punch. No, burn definitely won't take it out this turn. Let's get some Hex damage off on Sableye. One-shot knockout. There we go. Toxic will floor our Chandelure at this point, but we don't have to worry about being burned anymore. So I'm down to 2 Pokemon remaining. There we go, so we got Rocky and Snapper. If only we had some sort of speed priority, like Aqua Jet or something, we could take that Toxicroak down before it even attacked. Unless it has dry skin, the water attack would heal it. So I'm seeing Ice Fang is a good possible lead for Snapper. So we're going to Ice Fang the Gligar. We're going to use Hoenn Claws for Rocky. Drain Punch gets back some HP. That Toxicroak was barely hanging in there. Can we one-shot knock out the Gligar? Probably not, because it's probably going to have the non-Toxic Orb. It just used Toxic. It's probably got the Eviolite for defense purposes. You see, Snapper is the slowest on the field. The Toxicroak we're going to take out with a Rock Slide at this point, so I think we're going to use Scary Face on the Gligar. I want to slow that down so we can possibly get some flinches off with the Ice Fangs. And Rocky, throw your rocks. I should say slide your rocks. Rock Throw is a completely other move. And that is a critical hit. Very unfortunate, but at least if Snapper survives his turn, Torrent has just boosted his water type attacks. Alright, so Burn will finish Toxicroak off. And we're gonna U-turn. Oh man, I was hoping you were gonna aim at Rocky. So down goes Snapper. But at least Rocky still outspeeds this Gligar. Alright, I wonder if I should use another Hoenn Claws to boost our attack once again. We got off some decent damage on Gligar. In fact, no, we're just gonna go with... Just gonna go Rock Slide and hope we can get some flinching. Or at least dish out some more damage. Now that there isn't 2 targets to hit, Rock Slide's attack is gonna be sort of boosted back to where it should be. And there's 1 flinch. We are on a timer with this Toxic, of course. Now, can we flinch or critical hit, perhaps? Let's find out. There's another flinch. Let's come right down to the wire. If we don't get a flinch on this one, the attack plus the Toxic damage might be enough to take Rocky down. Flinch once again. Okay, we got very lucky here. There's 1 turn left. Let's see what they go for. They might have a quick attack or something. Wouldn't that be a way to go? Alright, come on, Rocky. Rock Slide does connect. And we take this down, and we get our critical hit. Didn't need it, but we get our first victory in the Omega Ruby League. Thank you, Rocky. Our final battle of the week is against Courtney from England in the United Kingdom. Courtney wants to take a Kangaskhan, a Landorus, Aegislash, Conkeldurr, Volcarona, and Milotic into battle. So definitely, I've seen a lot of these in the World Championships. Common leads would be the Landorus for Intimidate. Kangaskhan is the Mega of the team. So we want to bring Witwicky, but not right off the bat. So what do we not mind getting intimidated? Well, I think we're going to lead with Sul, making them think... Well, I'm expecting the Landorus to come in. I'm going to make them think I'm going to try an Ice Shard against it. But I'm going to actually swap Sul out for Witwicky if both Kangaskhan and Landorus are the leads, because we don't want to lose a turn to a Fake Out, essentially. And... So given that they might go for Fake Out, I wonder if I should bring Gwar and try... Yeah, I'm going to bring Gwar as my second Pokemon. He is going to get the Intimidate drop against the Landorus, but we can set up with the Substitute, and possibly get a Focus Punch on the Kangaskhan next turn. So Witwicky is our third choice. And who should we go for our fourth? I don't really know which of my Pokemon will be most effective against the overall team. Rocky wouldn't be bad, at least against the Volcarona with Rock Slide. But since I don't have a clear-cut answer, I'm going to go with our lucky Metronome option for Clefable. The battle begins. Let's see who Courtney decides to lead off with. I always seem to make these judgments of I think they're going to lead with this and that, and they bring two completely different Pokemon. Kind of throws off whatever strategy I might have had working for me. So Courtney leads off with Kangaskhan and Clefable. So Kangaskhan I did imagine was going to be in the lead. Alright, so definitely... Well, I could use Clefable like a fighting move to go after Sul. I'm going to swap him out, as I said, going to bring in Witwicky. And that probably leaves Gwar as the target of the Fake Out. But we're going to leave him in anyway. We're going to go straight up for a Substitute. Right, so come on back, Sul. Witwicky's going to take your spot on the field. Possibly dodging whatever fighting move is coming that way. And Mega Evolution for Kangaskhan. Show of hands. Who didn't see that coming? Put your hands down. Alright, anyway. So it actually protects itself. That is awesome. I hope that Conkeldurr went for a fighting move. Get the Substitute up. And knock off. Can we survive? Can the Substitute hang in there? Nope. Well, that's just great. Okay, so... At least we survived and we kept our Citrus Berry intact. So we're going to Will-O-Wisp the Conkeldurr. They might bring in their Volcarona. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to try Will-O-Wisp on the Conkeldurr. And we know we can't get the Substitute up again. They're probably going to aim at Gwar. So let's swap Gwar out and bring in Fluffy. If they do go for another knockoff, it's not the worst thing. Double Edge. So we have a little bit more defense with Fluffy. We do survive that, not well, but we hung in there. And recoil damage. Okay, so we're going to burn the Conkeldurr. Now, I know they have Guts, but we're going to get some slow damage off on that thing. So, fortunately, Fluffy avoided the attack. I would have preferred for Witwicky to dodge that. They must not have Guts on this thing. That would have taken us out if they did. Well, okay, let's go with Hex Attack for sure. I'm going to Hex that Conkeldurr. Sucker Punch from Kangaskhan is going to be an issue. If they go for Double Edge, we're done anyway. But let's go for a Healing Moonlight. It's going to protect itself, okay. I'm pretty sure we saw that, yeah, Witwicky outspeeds the Conkeldurr. It might have the Assault Vest item. So let's heal up and see if they go for another Rock Slide. They do, and once again Fluffy dodges that attack. So we need someone fast that can finish that Conkeldurr. I'm thinking that's going to be Sul. Alright, so come on in, Sul. We're going to get the Aerial Ace attack off. So how to deal with that Kangaskhan? I could try to go for a burn with the Flamethrower of Fluffy. Okay, so Sul, you go for the Aerial Ace on Conkeldurr. Playing for the burn is a really really far off chance. So a more surefire thing to win this match is I'm going to choose Metronome. That's right, I'm going crazy. Alright. So Aerial Ace, will it pick up the knockout? Just about. Now double edge is going to take down Clefable. Yes. If only I had her holding the Rocky helmet this time, that would have been pretty impressive. Kangaskhan getting double damage against itself. And Drain Punch is going to take us down. And unfortunately the burn is not going to knock out Conkeldurr this turn. So it all comes down to Gwar. There's only one possible chance of us getting through this fight intact. I'm going to have to go for a double team and hope that we can dodge both attacks, both this turn and the next turn, and go for a focus punch. Alright, double team it up, Gwar. If we outspeed. I think we should. We're jolly. We do not outspeed. And I think we just lost our Primeape. Well, we lose match number 3, but at least we got one victory this week, so that's at least something. Good game to my opponent. And so, our week 3 results. Poor Fluffy and Gwar do take a hit for the team. They get the red glow for being unable to succeed in an online battle. But we do get our first victory in the Omega Ruby double battles with Sul, Rocky, Snapper, and Witwicky. So we have our first green glow here in the team shot for the Omega Ruby double battles. Now I admit that battle was very lucky. Getting all those flinches on Gligar really helped us out. And you know, we're hoping that next time we get a victory, it's not going to be so luck-based. You know, we want to be able to sort of outplay the opponent and have a more surefire way of getting a victory. So, we do have our first victory here that's going to end off this week's battles. I'm going to bring another team of 6 Pokemon into next week's Omega Ruby double battles. I hope you'll come back on next Thursday, as long as I can keep up my schedule, to see the team builder for next week's team and, you know, check out the battles for next week to root on the team into victory. So, let me know what you thought of this battle, or these battles. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what plays I could have done better, because I'm using these videos and these recordings to help me become a better Wi-Fi battler. I'm trying to learn more ways to play the game and more ways to sort of outthink the opponent if possible. So leave me a comment, let me know what you thought, things that you would suggest to improve how things went, and let me know what you'd like to see for next week as well. Alright, I'd like to say thank you for checking out this video and hopefully rooting on my team, trying to get some wins. I really appreciate the support and the interest you have in these battles. Alright, with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again for watching this particular battle video, and I will catch you next time.